and Sharp is hustled out to get to the lead. Put to the whip, and Smart and Sharp dashes clear from the field by 2 lengths. And there goes Tsunami Slew now. He's up to dispute the early pace from second, and Cozine came away third on the outside. Star Choice toward the inside is fourth. Royal Heroin is now fifth on the outside. Tights is racing in sixth. Lear Fan on the outside now begins to move up from seventh. And it's Night Mover saving ground all the way, but he's back at eighth position, followed by Tons a Run, now ninth by 3, and Prego is the trailer as the field begins their run up the backstretch. Smart and Sharp breezing along with the 2.5 length lead. Tsunami Slew is giving chase. Cozine is poised for the final furlongs on the outside third as Star Choice moves through on the inside from fourth. There goes Lear Fan. He's gaining ground quickly on the outside from fifth. Quick fractions, 22 and 3 for the quarter, 45 and 3 for the half mile, and the field rounds the far turn. Here comes Tsunami Slew, and he bursts through between horses now. Tsunami Slew is up to take the short lead. Cozine is right at his neck, second on the outside. Smart and Sharp right there toward the inside is racing in third position. Star Choice behind the wall of horses is now racing in fourth. The filly Royal Heroin is making her run now on the outside, and Lear Fan has dropped back. They're coming to the final 16th of a mile. Royal Heroin sweeping to the lead from the outside. Cozine is now second. Tights is making a late run, and they're coming to the finish. Royal Heroin, a host of others closing in, but here's the wire, and Royal Heroin has won it. Royal Heroin under expert handling by the bull, Fernando Toro, another win on the Hollywood Park turf course.
Storm warning very fast in the center, and Petrovich also. And Stalker the leader. Stalker the leader now. Stalker the clear leader on the stand side from Amigo Loco. Sharp Romance trailing him at the moment. Ferouz running very fast in the center. Gwydian's up there with the lead. And also Last Tycoon over on the far side. Upsides Petrovich. Storm warning now from Ferouz with Gwydian between horses. As they race towards the furlong pole, it's Gwydian in the center over on the far side. It's Last Tycoon on the far side, Gwydian in the center. Petrovich comes next. Double Schwartz putting in a tremendous run towards the near side. On the far side, it's Last Tycoon. On the near side, it's Double Schwartz. Last Tycoon and Double Schwartz as they race towards the line. Last Tycoon and Double Schwartz in a photo. Last Tycoon
and they're off. Fred Astaire is away quickly from the outside. Here comes Mangaki, and Hot Team is put to the whip as they pass us the first time with Last Tycoon in between horses as they race for the first turn. And it is Mangaki now who comes away with the lead and angles over to the inside. Last Tycoon in tight toward the inside, and Sonic Lady is up with the early leaders on the outside and gaining ground. Truce Maker has come away fourth and advances steadily from fourth position, 2.5 lengths, and Al Mamoun is now fifth on the outside. Hot Team is now saving ground toward the rail in sixth, and Fred Astaire is seventh on the outside, followed by Glow, who is now eighth. Magical Wonder is moving up along with Double Feint. They're now about 10 lengths off the lead. Then it's Air Display and Lieutenant's Lark. Thrill Show is second to last, and Entry Mate Palace Music is right there with him. They're 15 lengths off the lead as they continue up the backstretch. Quick pace, 22 and 2, 45 and 1. It's still Mangaki. And Sonic Lady is just off his flank on the outside. Truce Maker has asked for more run now. There goes Fred Astaire on the outside. Last Tycoon is tucked along the rail. Al Mamoun has asked for more run now, but he needs racing room as they come to the top of the stretch. Magical Wonder, he's only 5 lengths off the lead. Double Feint is swinging out for racing room as the field turns for home. Sonic Lady turns it on and takes the lead. Here comes Fred Astaire. Last Tycoon is charging through in between horses. Sonic Lady and Last Tycoon. Now it's Last Tycoon who takes the lead as they come to the finish, and here comes Palace Music putting in a late run. Last Tycoon all out. Palace Music surging as they hit the wire, and Last Tycoon holds on to the 5-horse was. They were coming at Last Tycoon late. Sonic Lady gave it up in the stretch. Last Tycoon took over from there. Palace Music couldn't get to him.
The bushes have got just over 2 furlongs to go, and Polonia still has it. Polonia just from Minstrella coming there. Milligram travelling strongly, invited guest. Miesque in behind horses gets a reminder. Interval travelling strongly with the white sleeves, racing down to the dip, the wide open race, and Polonia under pressure. Milligram and Interval on the wide outside come through, and it's Interval and Milligram, and then behind these comes Minstrella. Miesque finishing fastest of all on the wide outside, and Miesque with a phenomenal run has come through to snatch the Guineas. Miesque, Milligram interval the 1, 2, 3. Then Polonia and Mamuna and Minstrella. Then Invited Guest and Heroin, and behind that one right here. Then Amber Cookie and Linda's Magic. And then came Stay Low. Try the Duchess was last of all. And so with the most devastating run I think I've ever seen, the fourth running of the General Accident 1,000 guineas has gone to the French favourite, number 8 Miesque, the 15-to-8 favourite, owned by Stavros Niarchos, trained in France by Francois Boutin, ridden by Freddie Head. Of course, he
And they're off. And Show Dancer is hustled away quickly for the lead. Deputy Governor is also right there with that one. And Temperate Soul will get caught wide going into the turn. And Le Belvedere is up close early. He's running in 4th position. Miesque saving ground all the way. Short Sleeves is now running in 6th position. Sonic Lady came away 7th, and she's nestled in along the rail, saving ground. Duluth is 3 wide round the first turn, running in 8th. Explosive Darling is now 9th. Milligram came away 10th. Highest Honor is 11th on the outside. Double Faint has come away running in 12th position. Centelemac has 1 horse beaten. That is Long Shot Air Display as they continue up the backstretch. Show Dancer and Temperate Sill, his gray shadow down the backstretch. Then a gap of 3 to Deputy Governors in between horses. Miesque is beginning to gain ground now toward the rail. And in between horses, Short Sleeves is also right there as they continue up the backstretch. The half a quick 1:45 and 3/5 seconds. Show Dancer trying to take it wire to wire. Temperate Sill still sticking with them on the outside. Short Sleeves driving hard, asks for more run. And Miesque will need racing room for the drive. Then farther back, Sonic Lady, only 4 lengths off the lead as the field turns for home in the Breeders' Cup Mile. And it is Show Dancer bearing out. The rail opens up for Miesque, and Freddie Head sends Miesque right on through. Here comes Miesque now to take a short lead. Show Dancer is right there on the outside, and Sonic Lady putting in her run toward the rail. But it is Miesque, and Miesque is going to win it. And Freddie Head with a brilliant race ride. We said it was going to be a rider's race, and that it was indeed. Freddie Head saving every bit of ground, and he went on to win the Breeders' Cup Mile.
Beautiful run, except in the turn the leader came on me a little bit, but she's so good, I mean.
Last time she wasn't at her best, but at her best she's unbeatable.
I think so. I think she's one of the best I've ever ridden, no doubt.
Well, congratulations, the Breeders' Cup.
Thank you, Bryce.
And they're off. Bet Twice breaks alertly. Steinlen was also out fast. Simply Majestic is hustled away, and Master Christopher now sprinting up from the outside to grab the early lead. It's Master Christopher now who goes on with it. Simply Majestic is gathered back in 2nd. Mohammed Abdu is away well in 3rd position. Steinlen is 4th toward the inside. Michelob Polo on the outside, now running in 5th place, and Ravenella now 6th toward the rail, and she's hustled up. Blushing John is now racing in 7th. Miesque was 3 wide round the first turn. She's now 10 lengths off the lead. And then it is Mill Native, followed by Belmont Stakes winner Bet Twice. Warning has 1 horse beaten, and that is Posen. Warning is 15 lengths off the lead of a free-running Master Christopher. He leads by 3 lengths now, halfway through the Breeders' Cup Mile. Simply Majestic kept within striking distance. 2nd, Steinlen tucked nicely along the inside in 3rd. Mohammed Abdu is now asked for run, and there he goes. And Michelob Polo is moving with him. And Miesque is now moved within 4.5 lengths of the lead. It's a gap of 6 lengths to Ravenella and Warning, who's just beginning to get underway. They're coming to the top of the stretch now. Michelob Polo on the outside. Simply Majestic toward the rail. Those two are head-to-head. And here comes the French filly, Miesque, charging hard on the outside. Steinlen is now 4th. And now they're down to the final furlong. Miesque is charging hard to take the lead now. She's looking for back-to-back wins in the Breeders' Cup Mile. And she's leading by 3 and pouring it on. Pulling away impressively here. Miesque has won it. Oh, Miesque, what a filly. And Freddie Head does it again. Absolutely sensational. He knew he had a tremendous filly underneath him. He wasn't concerned early, and she gunned down this international field in the stretch with an explosive stretch rally. And Warning really never got underway. He finished far back.
You must have enjoyed this.
Well, I enjoyed very much. I love the race, the track here and the place, and I will come every year nowadays. From now on.
Your daughter is also with you, Harvey. She was here last year.
How come you showed up last year?
She takes care of all the racing.
All right.
She's the big boss.
You have about 50 in training now?
Exactly.
We're going to show you And you can watch your charge in action here. We've got an isolated replay.
Wonderful.
What were your thoughts at the head of the stretch?
What do you think?
What are your thoughts at the head of the stretch?
Well, that was the head of what?
What were you thinking here?
Did you think she'd
Well,
win?
now, oh God, fourth on the line, fourth. Now we're carrying on, we're coming up. We're coming up, and I think we're going to make it.
It looks pretty good right here, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks very good.
At this point, we could have
I was
written
looking
her.
before, it was even better.
Where's she going, to
I'm
breeding
glad
now?
very much.
Is she going to the breeding shed?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll be looking for her get to win future Breeders' Cup.
Nice to have you here,
Miesque,
Tim.
Well, I hope
back-to-back
to see you
winner.
next year again and win again.
3-year-old who gives the great Lester Piggott his second Breeders' Cup mount. This colt has raced mostly in sprints, as far as a mile only once in his career.
To pay, and they're off in the Breeders' Cup Mile, and Shotgun Scott is away quickly. Expensive Decision is right there with him, and those two duel early. Lady Winner with good early speed is angled over quickly to the inside. Go Dutch on the outside, fourth. Steinlen is up close to the early pace. He's now fifth. Mark of Distinction's taken under a hard hold. He was steadied in behind Lady Winner. On the outside, beginning to move up now. It's All Greek to Me. He's about 6 lengths off the lead. Mark of Distinction is now pinned down on the inside. Colway Rally with Clear Running moving up. Long shot, Great Normandy's about 9 lengths off the lead. Royal Academy with Clear Running on the far outside, and down inside, Who's to Pay? 9 lengths from the pacemakers. Priolo is second to last. Gelagel trails the field. Expensive Decision and Shotgun Scott, those two moving together. The quarter went in a sharp 22 and 3/5 seconds as the field enters the far turn. A grueling half mile here of 45 and 4. And it's Expensive Decision now, who shakes loose from Shotgun Scott. Go Dutch. It's All Greek to Me is now coming with his sharp rally on the outside. Steinlen has now faded to fifth. On the outside, Mark of Distinction has Clear Running now, and here comes Mark of Distinction with his run for the lead. Lady Winner is in behind a phalanx of horses with nowhere to go. Royal Academy and Lester Piggott are 6 lengths off the lead, but they're launching their rally now as they come down to the final furlong. It's All Greek to Me has a short lead. Expensive Decision battling back. Mark of Distinction. Royal Academy is thundering down the center of the turf course, and Steinlen is fifth. They're coming down to the finish. Lester Piggott flailing away at Royal Academy. It's All Greek to Me toward the inside. Here's the wire. Head bobbing finish. Royal Academy does it, and the living legend out of retirement, 54-year-old Lester Piggott pulls off the upset here.
25 years old on November the 5th, and what a master ride there by Lester Piggott. Lester, can we have a word with you on NBC, please? What a comeback here for Lester Piggott today. We expected you to go to the lead early on, but you sat back. Can you tell us what happened out there in the race?
Well, I had a good race, really, you know. I was a little slow away. You know, just a bit, it was a bit scared of the gates, you know, going on the inside there. It was just a bit slow. But after that, you know, I had a nice run all the way through, you know, and he just looked at something when he straightened out, you know. Otherwise, he would have won a bit further.
Where do you think he'd win it?
Well, not until the furlong from happened, you know. But he just hesitated when we straightened out, you know. He just ducked in a bit to the left, but, you know, he won comfortably, really. I just had to ride in the last 100 yards.
Thank you very much. Storybook ending there. What a great ride, Lester Piggott.
Charlie O'Brien is the son of trainer Vincent O'Brien, who unfortunately couldn't share this glory with you. Where is Dad?
Unfortunately, he's at home. He got a slight bout of the flu this week, and he just couldn't travel.
Well, he won't see this live, but he'll see it shortly on tape. What do you have to say to Dad?
Well, I'm only delighted. We've thought about this race all year, and I'm really glad we came here, and it's all worked beautifully.
A mile, the future for this horse now?
It could well be. Hopefully, he will stay a mile, yeah.
All right, Charlie O'Brien, congratulations on the mile. Let's go now to Dick Enberg.
All right. Boy, nothing like that feeling, cheering that winner home. And Royal Academy with that bad break out of the gate, John Veach is pointing out that may have been a terrific break for the young colt, because as a sprinter, he was able to gallop along and then really let it fly the last 6 furlongs and pace 7:65, 60, and 4:20. It's All Greek to Me will please those who backed him to place at 18:20 and 9:20, and Priola at 480, and an exciting exacta payoff of $470. and chance.
Barathea nearest to us, understarter's orders for the Queen Anne, and they're running, and Fitzcarraldo breaks fast. So does Emperor Jones over on the far side, but Fitzcarraldo taking him along. Emperor Jones on the far side, on the near side is Barathea. Then come Misfight and Gabber over on the far side, and Garden of Heaven just in behind them. Then Massiar, and one of the back markers at the moment is Soviet Line, and Fitzcarraldo under Jason Weaver taking him along at a good gallop over on the far side. The white cap, the second colours of Sheikh Mohammed, is Emperor Jones. On the near side, the first colours, Barathea. Garden of Heaven just in behind him. Gabber over on the far side. Misflight not far off the pace as they come down now past the four-pole. And still Fitzcarraldo from Emperor Jones. Gabber on the far side. On the near side, Barathea, who's taken a very strong hold, very fresh in his first outing of the season. Still Fitzcarraldo from Emperor Jones on the far side. Barathea and Misflight and Gabber making steady progress. On the rear is Soviet Line. They've passed the three-pole and racing down now towards the 2 furlong marker in the Queen Anne Stakes. And Barathea coming to challenge on the near side. Over on the far side, Emperor Jones. Fitzcarraldo beginning to fade. Gabber's coming there on the far side. Emperor Jones and Barathea, the Maktoum duo, being challenged by another Maktoum runner, and over on the far side in Gabber, 20 Quattrofoli trying to get on terms with them, but it's very close now as they race up towards the line. Gabber in the center, Barathea on the near side, Emperor Jones between horses, and 20 Quattrofoli finishing fast as they come to the line. It's going to be a photo. Barathea's going to win it at the line. Barathea has won it from Gabber and Emperor Jones with 20 Quattrofoli fourth. It's a photo at the end of the Queen Anne Stakes, but I think little doubt that number 1, Barathea, owned by Sheikh Mohammed, trained by Luca Cumani and ridden by Michael Cannan, has won the opener at the 1994 Royal Meeting, with very, very close for second between Gabber and Emperor Jones. It certainly means, whatever the judge calls, that the Maktoum family have finished 1, 2, 3 in the Oaks Cup
Mile. They are off. Lure broke cleanly on the outside. Ocean Crest, and on the inside, Unfinished Symph got out best of them all. And Dominant Prospect is flashing early speed. Megan's Interco on the outside. As they race for the first turn, it's Dominant Prospect and Unfinished Symph to his inside. Those two going into the turn together. Ocean Crest had some trouble in behind Ski Paradise on the turn, making their way toward the backstretch. The quarter went in 23 1/5 seconds. Dominant Prospect sharing the lead with Unfinished Symph. Megan's Interco gets off to a good beginning right there, third. Barathea is restrained in fourth position, and Lure settling in 5 lengths from the lead. Ski Paradise in and among horses. Distant View moving up a few spots toward the inside. The Daughter of Miesque, Ace to the Moon, is now running 8, 6 lengths from the lead. Then it's Alice Springs and Big Stone. Then farther back, Misflight. Ocean Crest is at the back of the pack with Blues Traveler and Johann Quatz. The half in 46 1/5 seconds. Dominant Prospect is still dueling with Unfinished Symph as they move round the far turn. Megan's Interco is in a perfect striking position. Barathea is right there to his inside. On the outside, it's Lure poised for his three-peat as the field turns for home. Distant View is now running in 6. Lure's got a lot to do as they come to the final furlong. Unfinished Symph is the leader, and here comes Barathea uncorking his run now. It's Barathea who takes the lead in mid-stretch, and with an explosive rally runs right by Unfinished Symph. Johann Quatz is there, and Megan's Interco. Lure will finish well behind today as Barathea goes on to a clear-cut and decisive victory, and it is close for the runner-up spot here between Johann Quatz and Unfinished Symph.
Good in the winner, Circle 2. Irish bred, as we said, with the Breeders' Cup in Kentucky today. We've had 2 Florida breds and an Irish bred to join Flanders, a Kentucky bred, as Lanfranco de Torre with a leap from the back. Luca Cumani with a pat for the winner, Barathea. After nearly blowing the turn last year at Santa Anita, he was near perfection today at Churchill Downs. Bob Newmeyer with Frankie de Torre.
Frankie, a giant leap and a Hardy Hi-Yo silver. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, one of my all-time heroes was Angel Cordero. My boss said to me, right, if you win, I want your Angel Cordero jump. I didn't do the somersault, but, you know, that was okay for the start.
No somersault, but the Angel Cordero leap will do just fine. This is a marvelous story. You hadn't ridden this horse this year, had you?
No, I haven't. I I used to work for Mr. Comani a year ago until he got Mace Roberts as a contract rider. And I rode him in his 2-year career. I rode him twice and won twice, so I was still unbeaten on him. And it was a great opportunity for me to get such a big horse in such a high-class race. And when the draw came out, everybody said, oh, number 1 is going to be against you. But it was a perfect draw for me because he had a bit of difficulties to get round the bend. And we had a lovely trip.
Yeah, it seemed like you were able to track in beautifully on the hedge, and just almost, when you wanted to push that button and say, let's go, baby, it was time. That's right. I mean, I know him for the past. He's got that furlong and a half, extraordinary acceleration. So I waited until we got really good into the straight. And when I kicked him, I thought it took a real good one to get by me. It was probably the best feeling of my life. And I like to take the chance to say hello to my mum and dad while watching on TV back in England. All right, Franco Dettori with the Angel Cordero Leap celebrating his victory here in the mile.
Fastness broke sharply on the outside. Sayadati was off slowly. 4 Stars All-Star sent to the lead immediately. 4 Stars All-Star now makes the lead. Poplar Bluff, good early speed, an inside post, and he comes on through the inside to run second. Fastness up close and hard held third. Dove Hunt in and among horses fourth. Ridgewood Pearl headstrong now moving to fourth on the inside. Dove Hunt racing in fifth. Savinio is sixth on the outside. The Vid is running in seventh. Earl of Barking is eighth. Cherokee Rose in between horses running in ninth, with Shanxi in between horses 10th. Then Soviet Line caught in traffic. Sayadati is well behind in the early going, better than 10 lengths from the front. Stretch running, Mighty Forum trails the field. The opening quarter over this boggy going went in 24 3/5 seconds, and Poplar Bluff has taken over now from 4 Stars All-Star. Poplar Bluff moving comfortably on the lead in front by a neck. 4 Stars All-Star right there to keep him company. On the outside, Fastness in perfect striking position third. Fastness now revving up to join the leaders on the outside. Ridgewood Pearl right there, the English filly, looms boldly just in behind the lead. Savinio in with the chance, only 2.5 lengths from the front. Dove Hunt 5 lengths from the lead as they near the top of the stretch. Then Earl of Barking, Sayadati on the outside, followed by Shanxi. Fastness takes the lead as the field turns for home, but Ridgewood Pearl is switched out for running room, and here comes the big English filly. They're coming down toward the final furlong. Fastness down inside, and Ridgewood Pearl put to a full-out drive. A bitter struggle past the 8th pole, and now the whip is out on Fastness. On the outside, Ridgewood Pearl giving their all, and Ridgewood Pearl lengthening her long and powerful strides to go on to a victory here. She's a 2-length winner over Fastness. It was 5 lengths back to a photo for show among Dove Hunt, Savinio, and Sayadati. This was the perfect trip. A perfect European trip. Ridgewood Pearl covered up in behind horses, showed her daylight at the top of the stretch, and she went on to victory under John. And they're off. It's Wild Event and Lucky Coin on the far outside. Fantastic Fellow. Spinning World is up close as the field moves into the first turn. And Lucky Coin with his usual early flair there as the lead. It is Lucky Coin in front by length. Fantastic Fellow up close. And the Spinning World sits back now, reined in to run in third. Soviet Line caught 5 wide early, moves up now on the outside. He's running third. Spinning World is fourth toward the inside through a quarter that went in 23 2. Helmsman rating in fifth. Magellan in the clear on the outside sixth. Jerry running seventh. He's about 7 lengths from the lead. Then Wild Event, Decorated Hero, Ninja, long striding El Angelo is 4 wide down the backstretch. Late running Kid Florana is even farther out into the course. They continue up the backstretch, and it is Lucky Coin hounded by Fantastic Fellow through a half that went in a solid 46 3/5 seconds. Lucky Coin continues to control the pace as they head for the far turn here, and lets it out a notch by 1.5 lengths. Fantastic Fellow, and on the inside, Spinning World, and now Cash Asmussen guides him off the rail for a clear shot at Lucky Coin, who's continuing to move strongly on the lead. Jerry is picking it up. He's moving through an opening on the inside. Fantastic Fellow tails off. Decorated Hero is in with the shot, but they still have to reel in Lucky Coin, the leader, with 1 furlong to go. Davis still handwriting him, and here comes Spinning World. The European storms to the lead in the final furlong. Lucky Coin did little to resist. Jerry closing late, but not enough to get to Spinning World. Spinning World was a world beater today, and Hollywood he wins by 2. And it was close for second there between Jerry, Decorated Hero, and the early leader Lucky Coin. The final time here was 1 minute 32 3/5 seconds, equaling
the course record and the Breeders' Cup.
Good journey. Del Marchal, Forbidden Apple is right there. Dome Driver slicing his way through in between horses. And here comes the Rock. And the Rock is rolling late. They're coming down to the finish. Dome Driver. Yes, Dome Driver. Dome Driver doing it for France. Rock of Gibraltar too far behind to do any good in the late going. So it was Dome Driver the winner. Rock of Gibraltar charging hard at the end, but came up second.
Perfections. And the French filly is restive behind the starting gate here. Completely new surroundings for her. The assistant starters are going to try to settle her down. Jerry Bailey, of course, veteran, and she has a mind of her own. And Bailey says, well, Bailey bails out. As is the right thing to do when they're acting so obstreperously like this in behind the starting gate. Trained by Pascal Berry. And with the rider off, she seems to be a little bit better mannered, but continues to balk. In the meantime, the other horses, as I view them through the binoculars, appear to be just fine and behind in their starting stalls with one more to load after 6 perfections. Now she's literally pushed into line. And with that encouragement of the assistant starters and the full cheers from the crowd here, 6 perfections is in the gate. Jerry Bailey comes back aboard. Perfect Soul moves into line in the gate, ready for the start of the mile. And they're off. Oasis Dream was asked for a run right from the beginning, but did not break particularly well. But Design for Love did, and so too Peace Rules to his inside. Then on the outside, it's Soaring Free, and a very rank Oasis Dream on the outside, running along in 4th. Refused to Bend finds his way to the inside, 5th in the early going. Perfect Soul 3 wide, running in 6th. Perfect Soul was taken wide, but nonetheless a relatively clean trip into the first turn. Special Ring comes away in mid-pack. He's now 6th. And then it's Perfect Soul 7th on the outside. And the French filly, 6 Perfections, is running along in 8th. Century City, Takarchi, and Free for Internet all together 8th, 9th, and 10th, about 10 lengths from front-running Peace Rules now. And then it's Touch of the Blues, and Irish Warrior trails the field. 22-1. A hot pace on a hot day here at Santa Anita, and Peace Rules is the leader. Peace Rules in front, Design for Luck right there, keeping that pressure on. And Soaring Free is in the clear and running along in 3rd. Refused to Bend is asked for run 4th toward the inside. Oasis Dream has to pick it up, 45-2, half mile, and they're rounding the far turn. Design for Luck powers up to take a short lead. Soaring Free is right there. Edgar Prado wanting more from Peace Rules, but they're tailing off to 3rd. Refused to Bend, Oasis Dream right there in the thick of it. Perfect Soul on the outside. Special Ring in tight, buried to the rail. Special Ring had to stop completely. Here comes Touch of the Blues, and 6 Perfections comes bursting out through. And from out the clouds, Irish Warrior and Century City. 6 Perfections takes the lead, coming down to the line. Touch of the Blues, Century City. 6 Perfections has done it. She didn't want to get into the gate, but once they sprung the latch, she was ready to go today. 6 Perfections comes from off the pace. The winner was very close there for second between Century City and Touch of the Blues. A classic European ride here given by Jerry Bailey to the French filly. 6 Perfections, the winner here in the mile.
And away they go. They all came away smoothly. On the outside, Thorn Song setting straight off for the lead. Goldikova began beautifully and goes up a joint second. Precious Kitten is on the inside of that, and here's Daytona now moving up to take 3rd. Kip DeVille hugs the rail 3 lengths off the lead as the pace is good early. Then back to Shakis in the blue colours. Awesome Gem up alongside of that, and Bold Chieftain in the red colours is now 6 off these leaders. US Ranger towards the rear, Warmongers alongside of that, and Garrett Gomez tucks What's the Script into last. What's the Script is 12 off the lead. Onto the backstretch they go, and as expected, Thorn Song sets the pace. It's a good one too, a length and a half to Daytona. Now here's Goldikova in a good spot, tucked in 3rd down at the rail. Just in behind that comes Kip DeVille. Precious Kitten is up alongside of him. They 4 off the leaders. Then a gap at 3 back to Bold Chieftain and 6. Awesome Jen is next. Shakis has now been asked to pick it up at the rail. Warmonger in the red cap, 7 lengths off the leaders. Then US Ranger. And What's the Script still being patiently ridden is now 9 off the leader. They coming to the top of the hill now, and Thorn Song the leader, but Daytona comes to tackle, and here's Daytona to get the lead. Now he's kicked early, but Daytona gets the lead. Goldikova tucked in the white cap now. Can she get out of there? Goldikova waiting patiently for room, nowhere to go. Here's Precious Kitten, the other filly running a big one, and Captiville the grey. Captiville is let loose, but Goldikova goes through at the rail, and look at the acceleration from Goldikova as she bursts forward, and what a brilliant filly is this. Goldikova in an awesome effort, outrun Captiville to win it well. Watch the script, probably got up for third, and then a three-way photo for fourth.
Wow. Wow, what a move by the gal.
Here she goes, the defending champ. She has been reluctant to load in the past. This is nothing extremely unusual. It's what she does when she gets out of the gate that matters.
Here's the call with Trevor Denman.
Deals sent on their way. Cowboy Cal both beautifully and sets off for the lead. Courageous Cats joins in. What's the script going to show speed down at the rail? On the outside, here comes Gladiatorus now. Gladiatorus going right on by. Karelian in the red cap getting a good spot, and Delegator is taken back to 6, 4 lengths off, and the pace is pretty strong early on. Here's the Quinto in the pink cap racing back 5th last. Fernley has to go a little wide. Court Vision is scraping the paint, giving them 8 lengths start. Goldikova the filly's second last now. Goldikova's second last, a good 10 off that leader, and then at the back is Just Enough Humour. Down the backstretch they go now, and Gladiatorus ensuring a fast pace. He's almost sprinting. Gladiatorus now been almost pushed along on the lead. Cowboy Cal is second. What's the script on the far side is third. Then we come back to Karelian, comfortable in the 4th spot. Courageous Cat is now giving them 7 lengths start. Delegators in behind that. Then we have Zaquinto, a good 8 lengths off these leaders. The back markers trying to pick it up now. Then Fernley, Court Vision. Goldikova is still second last out here. Goldikova, let's see, she's been asked to go now. Goldikova starts to pick it up, but she's 7 off the leaders. They come into the top of the lane, and Cowboy Cal strikes the front. Goldikova in the white cap, hooked to the extreme outside. Courageous Cat gets the lead, but Goldikova is coming home like an express train down the center. Courageous Cat running a huge one. Goldikova's going to have to switch out a little. She does so, though. Coming with a late run, Just Enough Humour, but Goldikova is just scintillating. Goldikova is something special. Goldikova and Olivia Pallier win it again. Courageous Cat was second, close then for third, Just Enough Humour and Court Vision.
And this celebration with Freddie Head as Olivier Pellier brings home the champ again. Goldikova, as Trevor Denman said, she is something.
A furlong to go. Goldikova by 2 lengths. Paco Boy is charging at the French mare. Goldikova all out. Paco Boy is flying home.
Perfect start. Goldikova not quick into stride though, she's dropping in mid-pack. Fastest into stride here is Sydney's Candy, and Sydney's Candy all alone out here on the lead. Gets Stormy's racing along second. Beethoven kicks through at the rail. The usual QT is pulling very hard. The usual QT wants to go on now. He's pulled his way up to be a joint second. Now here's Goldikova, caught a little wide in the turn. The white cap is giving them 5 lengths start. Just in front of that, Delegator who's going up closer. Court Vision has the white blinkers down at the rail. They are followed by Paco Boy, who's back 4th last, gives them 7 lengths start. Proviso's at the back of the leading group, and then we come back to Gio Ponti. Gio Ponti's 10 lengths off the leaders, and another 4 back to Society's chairman. They run towards the half-mile pole now, and Sydney's Candy's ensured a good pace. Sydney's Candy by a length to get Stormy. Beethoven's tucked in at the rail in 3rd. On the outside of that, Frankie Dettori and Delegator are 4th. Then the usual QT is losing ground. Now here's Goldikova back 6, and let's see, Goldikova has 7 to make up. Goldikova's going to have to kick it in. They turn for home, and Sydney's Candy still strong on the lead. And Sydney's Candy gets a tap on the shoulder, goes on for home. Now Goldikova's unwinding her run in the centre of the track. Goldikova's let loose, she's flying. Sydney's Candy, the usual QT's in there as well. But Goldikova's catching with each and every stride. Are we to
see history this afternoon. Here's Paco Boy late, but no, Goldikova, a true champion. 3 Breeders' Cup wins. Olivia Pellier, the perfect ride. Goldikova has won. Gio Ponti, the usual QT, and Paco Boy lined up to chase.
They're all in line. We're ready for the start. They're off in the Breeders' Cup Mile. And there goes, obviously, out to the front. Toronado is going to take it to him early. Oh, Toronado will take the lead and obviously will take back running in second. So these two are head-and-head early. Mustajib is next, and then comes Taurus on the outside, followed by Syed. Veda the filly is next on the inside, and now obviously has made the front. And Taurus is caught very wide. Tom's Tribute is after that. Then comes Summer Front, followed by Grand Arch. Caraconte is next, and O'Donnell. Treat Storm, Tycoon, and Seek again. 21-4 for the opening quarter, exactly like last year. Obviously flying up the backstretch, and Toronado now will sit back running in second. Richard Hughes has him 2.5 lengths off of obviously up the backstretch. Then Veda, Mustajib, Syed to the outside. Summer Front is right in behind them. Tourist goes up on the outside of horses, Tom's Tribute. And then comes Caraconte, and O'Donnell to the outside, followed by Grand Arch. 45 seconds flat. Obviously the leader, and Toronado now at his neck. He is right to the outside of obviously around the far turn. Mustajib is 2.5 lengths off of them. Then comes Veda and Caraconte, and they're coming to the top of the stretch, and obviously turns it on. Obviously in front, Toronado drifting out to the center of the course, and then it's Mustajib. Caraconte is closing in. Obviously the catch. Caraconte with a rush on the outside goes by him. Late run from O'Donnell. Caraconte and O'Donnell. Caraconte! And O'Donnell was second. Great Storm was third, and Summer Front was fourth.
Far side, Black Sleeves trying to pick up. It still Could It Be Love has drifted right over to the far side and is now being tackled by Expert Eye, who's finishing strongly under James McDonald, has swept past Could It Be Love. Symbolization and Arbalete running a blinder with Society Power. 2 on the day for Sir Michael Stout. Expert Eye wins the jersey. Society Power tight for second between that one and Could It Be Love. Then Symbolization.
Cup Mile. Oscar Performance broke near the back of the pack. It was a slow start for him. Analyze It goes immediately to the early lead. Lightning Spear away running in second, attacks this front runner now, and right in behind them running in third is Happily. Catapult is up close to the pace in fourth. Mustashri goes up on the outside in fifth. Next Shares sixth early on, and saving ground into the turn, 4 lengths off the lead. Then Gustav Klimt, Divisi Darrow to the outside, 24.68 the opening quarter mile. Then it's One Master Almanar and Expert Eye to the outside. Oscar Performance is third last onto the backstretch. Ahead of I Can Fly, and Clemmy is the trailer. So up the backstretch they go, and Analyze It is taken on by Mustashri on the outside. The two of them are matching strides. Lightning Spear in behind them running in third. And then it's Next Shares fourth on the inside. The half mile up the backstretch in 49.85 seconds. Divisi Darrow is 5 lengths off the lead. Gonna go wide into that turn. And then it's Expert Eye racing on the outside of a ground-saving One Master. Gustav Klimt starting to give way a bit between those two. Then it's I Can Fly, Almanar, Clemmy. Oscar Performance is dead last on the far turn, and he's not keeping up. Around the turn they go. It is Analyze It turning for home in front. Divisi Darrow on the far outside comes on. Catapult in between those two as they arrive at the 8th pole. And then it's Lightning Spear and Expert Eye on the outside. Analyze It digs in. Catapult alongside. Divisi Darrow down the middle. It's Analyze It, Catapult, Divisi Darrow, One Master coming late. Expert Eye on the far outside. They're coming down to the line. Here's Expert Eye and Frankie. They got up the win in the last strides. And then came Catapult in behind them. Analyze It was right there with Divisi Darrow and One Master too.
And they're off in the FanDuel Breeders' Cup Mile. There goes Halliday. Halliday goes right out for the early lead. Factor this as expected right there in the opening strides as well as they head for the first turn. Kamiko going to be up close down toward the inside in third. Casa Creed fourth. Ivar is away running in fifth position. Circus Maximus sixth down toward the inside around the first turn. Safe Voyage seventh in between horses, 1 lane off the rail. And then Lope Fernandez, who's eighth back toward the inside for a ground saving trip. Raging Bull ninth. March to the Arch is in 10th. Then comes Siskin down toward the inside, followed by Uni, who's next to last, and Digital Age is at the back for the move up the backstretch. It is Halliday who is the leader. The opening quarter went in 23.48 seconds. Halliday leads it by just over a length. Factor this, second 3/4 of a length. Kamiko third. Order of Australia is fourth up on the outside, within 3 lengths of the lead now. Circus Maximus fifth down toward the inside. Costa Creed, then Ivar. The opening half mile went in 46.97 seconds. It is Halliday, the leader, by a length to the far turn. Factor this, second by 2. Kamiko third. Order of Australia fourth up on the outside, 4 lengths off the lead. Circus Maximus fifth. Ivar is sixth. Casa Creed is now back into the 7th position. March to the Arch is in 8th. Uni is still far back, center of the course, a dozen lengths off the lead. Halliday is the leader. Kamiko to the inside. Circus Maximus coming from the outside. And then factor this in 4th. Kamiko needs room to the inside of Halliday. Here's Circus Maximus moving up in Order of Australia. Order of Australia has taken the lead in deep stretch. Circus Maximus still trying. Order of Australia looking for a huge upset here. Order of Australia gets that upset at 73-1 for Pierre Charles Boudot, who's having quite a Breeders' Cup.
Godolphin Blue. They were followed then by Batwan, Spinning Memories. On the outside was Loppy Fernandez, who runs on. Wichita was next. Space Blues back down on the inside. They race down towards the last 200. Here's a go. On the near side, we've got Hello Youmzane coming through. Space Blues, he's storming home. Earthlight is there. Space Blues found the split, got the run, and Space Blues came through to win and ran away to score. Space Blues, a big win.
Hi there, I'm Chris Connett, travelling head lad for Charlie Appleby, and the team here at Godolphin would like to invite you to join us on our journey to the Breeders' Cup 2021 at Del Mar Racetrack. Firstly, you might be wondering, what do you actually pack for a Breeders' Cup at Del Mar? Each horse has been provided with its own trunk. This allows us to pack individually for each animal. Here we have trunk number 3. This is for Master of the Seas. He's going to run in the Breeders' Cup Mile. We have his groom kit. We have some stable bandages. We also have a light sheet, a cooler, and just in case it was to get a bit chilly, we have his stable rug. We have a light exercise sheet, some saddle cloths, 2 girth sleeves, poly pads, and we also have his polar bandages for exercise. Good morning, it's 6:15 here at Moulton Paddocks. We're just pulling out our Breeders' Cup horses for the last exercise before they go to Del Mar. Hey pal, all spacey. You alright? Yeah. Oh. So we've just recently taken off from Stansted Airport. We should be having 10 hours and 44-minute flight time. There, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hello, mate. Hello. You've done so well. Wow. Yeah, we're good. Good lad. Hey, hey. Go on, Hampton. Come on, Wally. In you come, pal. Hello, little man. Everybody got hoods. Didn't ya? We all got them. Go on, son. Get a drink. Good morning, good morning. Come on. Morning. Give us a wave, Oscar.
Come on, mate. Halloween.
Jog back, that's all.
They're off in the FanDuel Breeders' Cup Mile. And Blowout goes immediately to the front. Smooth like straight on the inside, got Stormy on the outside. Space Blue settles in behind them in fourth. Then it's Pearls Galore in fifth. Raging Bull is sixth on the inside of Casa Creed, moving for that turn. Then In Love, Ivar, Vandegard, Mo Forces in behind them, and then Real Appeal and Mother Earth at the back of the pack. So they make their way around this first turn with Smooth Like Straight taking over, opening up from Blowout to almost a 2-length advantage onto the backstretch. The first quarter not all that fast, 23.51 seconds. Space Blues is a contending third, 3.5 lengths off the lead. Got Stormy is right next to him. Pearls Galore has 6 lengths to make up the backstretch. The Raging Bull, Casa Creed to the outside. In Love and Ivar, the stablemates are side by side. Vandegard behind them. Mo Forza to the outside of Real Appeal and Mother Earth. Smooth Like Straight goes a half at 47.38 seconds and heads for the far turn in the Breeders' Cup Mile with a 2-length lead. Blowout is second. Space Blues on the inside, now being asked to go by William Buick. Space Blues take second. Got Stormy goes fourth on the outside, then Pearls Galore and Raging Bull, they're into the stretch. Smooth Like Straight the leader. Here comes Space Blues. Moving up alongside with 1 furlong to go. Got Stormy goes next, and then Ivar on the outside and Casa Creed. They're coming down to the line, and Space Blues has won the Breeders' Cup Mile. And then it was Smooth Like Straight second, followed by Ivar and Raging Bull.
Underway. Muda Sabek is the first one to begin. Chindid in the center in black, and the yellow nearest to us of My Prospero also showing in a prominent position. Laurel is the pink cap, giving chase to Muda Sabek more towards the far side of the course. Check and Challenge and also Jadumi race off towards the right. Meanwhile, My Prospero, Lucelle and Chindid lead towards the left. Behind those in blue is Modern Games. Berkshire Shadow in red and white behind those. Then Light Infantry and Jumbie, and the Wizard of Eye is fractionally the back marker as they make their way already down to halfway. Muda Sabek towards the right, blue and white jacket. Laurel is immediately tracking him. Chindid is down the centre with black sleeves. Towards the left in yellow, My Prospero with the silver jacket of Lucille. These are then followed by Jadumi, yellow off towards the right. In the centre in the pink is Check and Challenge, then Berkshire Shadow. Modern Games, a blue jacket towards the left, being asked to pick up the Wizard of Eye and Light Infantry behind those. They can see the 2 furlong marker. Muda Sabek still has the advantage. Laura's in second position. Chindid is still there. Lucille running a big race. Then My Prospero and Modern Games in the blue nearest to us delivering his challenge. Berkshire Shadow behind that, but it's Chindid at the furlong pole. Chindid has the advantage. Here comes Modern Games in the blue. Muda Sabek behind those, and then Lucille as they race towards the line. William Buick and Modern Games come through to win the Ulster Cab Lockage. Chindid is next to Berkshire Shadow. My Prospect
line ready for a start of the mile. They're off in the Breeders' Cup Mile, and what a start for Smooth Like Straight. Right to the front, Pogo on the inside going 2, and these two will match strides with Brian Brilliant away running in third to their outside. Regal Glory came out in fourth. Dreamloper is fifth along the rail. After that, to the outside comes Ivar. Then Cheryl Spite. Modern Games is 6.5 lengths off the lead, riding the rail right next to fellow Breeders' Cup winner, Order of Australia. Then a 3-wide front run the Fed. Annapolis in behind them. Domestic Spending and Kinross are together. Nalabath is the trailer. 23 flat that opening quarter mile. Smooth Like Straight on top of the backstretch. Pogo sticks to the rail in second. Beyond Brilliant is third to the outside. Dreamloper just in behind the leaders, and then it's Ivar. A 3-wide run for Regal Glory. On the inside is Cheryl Spite. Modern Games mid-pack here right next to Order of Australia. They're 6 lengths behind as they move for the far turn through a half mile that is up in 46.81 seconds. So around the far turn they go. Smooth Like Straight on the outside. Pogo at the rail. Beyond Brilliant 3 wide. Regal Glory comes up to them. Now with 2 lengths to make up as they make their way around the far turn. They're turning for home here. Smooth Like Straight is on top at the top of the lane from Pogo. Beyond Brilliant, Ivar is coming on into between horses. Modern Games is unleashed on the far outside. Here he comes with powerful strides. Order of Australia is coming too, but it's Modern Games storming down the center of the course. Modern Games, a two-time Breeders' Cup winner. You bet he is. Modern Games did it. A photo for second, Cheryl Spite or Kid Ross. It was close for the place, but Modern Games has done it. They're off in the Breeders' Cup Mile. And Win Carnelian is sent out of there to take the lead. The Japanese runner to the front. Miesque away running in second position. Astronomer is out third on the outside. And then it's Casa Creed, Cheryl Spite, Gina Romantica between horses. Songline 4 deep as they make their way into that first turn. Then comes Lucky Score, Du Jour, and Kalina. Saving all the ground is Master of Foxhounds. And then Master of the Seas has been guided to safe ground. Second last, just ahead of More Than Looks. Win Carnelian up top. The pace is hot. 22.16 that opening quarter mile. Astronomer pressing the pace on the outside second. Miesque is third, 4 lengths ahead of Casa Creed and Cheryl Spite. Meanwhile, Songline is 8 lengths behind in mid-pack. Outside of Gina Romantica, Du Jour has 10 lengths to make up as they continue up the backstretch. Then on the inside, it's Lucky Score. Kalina about 11 lengths off the lead at this stage of the race, ahead of Master of Foxhounds, and then comes Master of the Seas and the trailer as they move into the turn is More Than Looks. They went a half mile in 45.37 seconds. Win Carnelian still on top around the far turn. And on the inside, Miesque looking to come off the rail now and make a run. And here she comes as she swings up on the outside. Then Astronomer Cheryl Spite is coming on. Casa Creed rolling down the center of the course. Master of the Seas trying to get into it late. Miesque in front. Casa Creed on the outside. Master of the Seas closing with a rush. Here's the wire. Oh, the Godolphins